Yo, what is up guys? Anthony here, back with another Destiny Child video, and in today's video everyone, we're going to be summoning for the new 5-star Artemis here on Destiny Child Global, of course. Now as you can all see, we do have the Ragna Break Season 16 events ongoing. It did just release late last night after the maintenance, so if we do check it out here, as you can see I am progressing through the raid already and making my way towards a raid level 40. Now of course, with the new Ragna Break brings alongside new characters. Now we do have 3 new 5-star characters with this event. Now if you guys haven't seen the preview video of this event on my channel already, let's run down the 3 new characters briefly here. We do have light type 5-star debuffer Substitute Seth here, the main units featured in this Ragna Break. We also do have 5-star dark type attacker Moonlight Artemis, which we'll be summoning for in today's video. And we also do have a second summonable character as well, being the 5-star dark type supporter Daybreak Semele. Now we'll be summoning for Semele in a second video, so do stay tuned for that one, and feel free to subscribe to the channel if you would like to check out those summons when they are released. Now as for Seth, you can obtain him throughout the Ragna Break events and just uncap him naturally, so I won't be summoning for him, but we'll definitely be going in for Artemis and Semele here. Now I'll also be putting out a Ragna Break guide, general guide for beginner players, so if you guys would like to stay tuned for that video. If you are a newer player, I will be putting out a general guide for the Ragna Break here on the channel soon, so do stay tuned. Should be out within this week. As for the guide on this event, I'll overview it as well, as I didn't have a chance to post a video on it just yet. But anyways everyone, let's do check out Artemis fairly quickly here, as we didn't go over her skill sets, we just checked out the new characters. So let's run down her skills here. As of course, she was buffed just like Vairupa, so it was expected that Artemis did receive the treatment as well. We do have the tap skill here, Nightmarish Evil, rank 1, level 1 out of 10. Deal 466 damage 3 times and 800 ignore defense damage to one enemy, priority debuffed. 550 bonus damage to light type enemies in raids, deal 50,000 magic damage, bonus damage, increased damage from critical and weak point attacks to one light type enemy. So a huge buff on the tap skill, just like Vairupa. Artemis now does have 50,000 magic bonus damage instead of her 5,000 when you do compare her to her JP counterpart. As for the slide skill here, we do have Berserker's Rage, rank 1, level 1 out of 10, deal 1037 damage and 1000 magic damage, bonus damage, increased damage from critical and weak point attacks to 3 enemies, priority light type. As for the drive skill here, we do have Encroaching Darkness, deal 2659 damage to all enemies, grants Frenzy, attack plus 100%, and invincible, but on dissipation has 100% chance of stun for 5 seconds to self for 20 seconds. As for the leader buff, we do have tap skill final blow plus 15% for dark type allies. In raids, tap skill final blow plus 20% added for dark type allies. So a huge kit overall. She does seem to be very strong, of course, with the increased damage on the tap skill as well. So she will be very scary for light type raids and of course world boss trials as well. Now she could probably one-shot on low uncaps, so do keep in mind if you would like to use her. You probably should if you do have her even at low uncaps. She would probably have enough damage to one-shot considering your supporters as well. Now one more thing, let's do check out her drive skill preview before we do dive into her guaranteed upon summoning. Now there was the drive skill for Moonlight Artemis, so without any further ado everyone, let's dive into the summons tab and check out her guaranteed upon summoning. Alright everyone, here we are in the summons tab. We do have 43,675 crystals for this and Semele summons, so hopefully we can manage to snag Artemis early and have some crystals for Daybreak Semele. So like I did say earlier, stay tuned for the Semele summon, and of course make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, so you can and stay tuned for these summons as well. Now we also do have the solo pickup summons for Semele and Artemis, of course a duel as well. We also do have a Ragna best child summon, which is actually pretty good considering it does have this Speed Pantheon and Neptune featured. Moonlight Werewolf is also amazing for the events as well. Now we do have a Seth solo pickup if you would like to prepare him as well. Seth is amazing, so he would actually make a decent impact, I'd say, in PvP if you did uncap him fully, as well as provide a condition to him. Now let's dive in here to the Moonlight Artemis summons. We are here on the 15 out of 15 available, so hopefully we can manage to snag her early on. Let's see if we manage to do so. We do start out with a 3-star Innocent Freya to start it off, and I'm hoping for multiple copies. Would be very nice to summon some multiple copies of Artemis as well as Semele. Semele is actually very strong considering her kits, and if you compare a bit to Newbie Mona, she does seem very similar to her, but on Semele's slide skill she does target dark type allies. She does prioritize them. Now of course, as a dark type supporter, it is expected for her to prioritize those dark type allies, but I'm not sure how she'll deal outside of dark type allies. Maybe she does prioritize the highest attacker after, but we'll have to see after some testing with the raiders. Hopefully people do test the Semele and see if she does work without dark type allies. Now for the first multi-summon here, nothing too crazy. We do have the mileage actually reached, so we'll claim that before the second multi-summon. But we did manage to summon 2 4-stars in the first multi-summon. Now we do have a 5-star ticket here. We'll claim actually before the end of this video, and an additional 500 crystals. So that does help with the Artemis and Semele summons. So we do dive into the second one here. Hopefully we can manage to snag her in this one. So let's see if we can manage to do so. We do start out with a Dreaming Hecate here, and we do have the Twirling Bremen for a second unit. But like I was saying, if you do consider the kits of Newbie Mona and Semele, they are actually very similar, so you could consider running Semele instead of Newbie Mona for this event if you did manage to pull her, as she will be very amazing with Pantheon and of course Moonlight Artemis, as we do have her here featured on the second multi-summon. So there she is, Moonlight Artemis, the 5-star dark type attacker, our newest 5-star dark type attacker. Last week it was Ophois, but here is Moonlight Artemis. Now we do have here the bio. The moon is the goddess of madness, demon awakened my inner rage. So overall, a very amazing looking unit. Now hopefully we can manage to snag a double here. Would be very awesome to do so. But yeah, Artemis, an amazing raid attacker. She will be very useful for world boss trials as well. So if you would like to prepare her and even try and get some uncaps from the HOR, it wouldn't be a bad option, as she is very top tier for raids and will be very useful for world boss. Now at the end here, we do have a persistent Flints. Now we did not manage to snag a duplicate of Artemis on her guaranteed upon summoning, but we did manage to snag her in the second multi-summon. So very amazing summons overall. Didn't have to dive too deep into her guaranteed upon summoning. Alright everyone, one more 5-star here, as we did obtain the ticket early on in this video. So let's check it out here. If we can manage to snag maybe a Semele, Seth, or Artemis from this 5-star summoning ticket would be amazing. But if anything, hoping for maybe a Banshee. I'm always hoping for a Banshee. Let's see what we do manage to summon here. We do have a Dark Luster Kefri. Honestly, haven't summoned Kefri in a long time, but there she is. I do have Kefri at +6, so this will be fodder for the Ignition side or HOR side of the game. Alright everyone, so that'll do it for today's Destiny Child video. Before we do end this one off, let's check out Artemis here on the home screen. So let's check our dark type attackers, and there she is, Moonlight Artemis, in her live 2D animation, as you probably have seen already on the right hand side of this video screen. But there she is on the home screen now, with the Ophois background featured on my favorite screen. But anyways everyone, if you did enjoy today's Destiny Child video, make sure to leave a like on this one, and of course make sure to let me know in the comment section below how your summons did go for the new Moonlight Artemis and of course Semele. and Seth if you did decide to summon for him as well. Also, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you are enjoying the Destiny Child content and haven't done so already, so you guys can stay tuned for the upcoming Semele summons here on the channel, and of course some guides that I'll be posting soon as well. Now with all of that being said, I'll see you all in the next Destiny Child video. As always, thank you all so much for watching.